Hello and welcome to this short presentation on UQ Abroad's Student Exchange Program at the University of Queensland. Throughout this presentation, I'll be referring to the UQ Abroad website to help you understand how to navigate your way around. So please familiarise yourself with the web address www.uq.edu.au/UQ Abroad. This presentation will provide you with information about studying on exchange in Europe. Within the Continental European portfolio, you can choose from 13 different countries and 48 different host universities for your exchange. You may be able to live and study in 11 different languages and have endless opportunities for travel and exploration. UQ Abroad has exchange agreements with 12 universities in Germany, 8 in France, 6 in the Netherlands, 5 in Spain, 3 in Italy and Switzerland, 2 in each of Austria, Czech Republic, Turkey and Russia, and 1 in each of Portugal, Poland and Hungary. When choosing a host university, many things may play a part in your decision-making process. However, I would encourage you to put foremost in your mind the academic compatibility of the host university with your UQ degree. If you cannot find courses at your host university that will give you credit towards your UQ degree, as approved by your UQ faculty on a study plan, then your exchange cannot proceed. So please make sure that you have thoroughly researched what courses are on offer and whether they would be suitable for your exchange. For more information on how to research your options, please watch the What is UQ Abroad and How do I Apply presentations in this series. Please be mindful of the competitiveness of the host university that you are interested in. An indication of competitiveness can be found on the UQ Abroad website in a document called Places Available for Exchange. Given the popularity of some exchange partner universities, you cannot be guaranteed a place at your first preference host university. So please make sure that you have thoroughly researched a second and third preference of host university to make sure that they are viable alternatives if we cannot offer you a place at your number one preference. The academic year for most universities in Europe runs from September to May. So UQ's Semester 1 is the European Spring or Summer semester, and UQ Semester 2 is the European Autumn or Winter semester. A full year exchange is available at the majority of host universities in Europe. However, please note the following universities where only a single semester of exchange is possible. Every university around the world is different, and each have their own quirks and idiosyncrasies. Please keep in mind that your host university will not function the same as UQ, and that you will need to adjust to a new academic and administrative system, as well as a new culture and potentially a new language. Some things that you should know before you apply are as follows. Many European universities are specialist universities, which means that they only instruct in certain areas of discipline. For example, it may be a political science university only, or a technical university, or a business management university only. Please check the restricted areas of study sections on the UQ Abroad web pages for each host universities to see if you can study what you're hoping to at the host university. The University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands and Koç University in Turkey have a minimum GPA requirement of 5. All other host universities require a minimum GPA of 4.5. Charles University Prague in the Czech Republic does not allow exchange students to take courses across multiple faculties while on exchange. Other host universities may require you to take the majority of courses within a single particular faculty. Sciences Po in France and the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands require you to have completed 2 years of study in the relevant discipline before taking their classes on exchange to ensure that you have sufficient prior knowledge. Many German universities issue Scheine, which are individual course grade sheets. These unfortunately will not suffice for credit transfer by your UQ faculty. You must request an official academic transcript from the international office at your host university, which lists all grades from all courses taken during your exchange. Some host universities will insist that you purchase a national health insurance on top of any other insurances that you might already have. In France, for example, this is the Sécurité Sociale. Some German host universities will need to see proof of suitable insurance, and in Switzerland, the host universities will need you to complete an insurance waiver form if you do not wish to purchase Swiss insurance. Please consult the individual host university pages on the UQ Abroad website to find out more details about health insurance. Most of the European host universities will run pre-semester language and culture courses, or orientation programs. It is highly recommended that you attend these sessions. Some can even contribute to your overall full-time study load for credit transfer purposes. However, some may incur an additional cost. Please check whether attendance is compulsory at your host university, as most European universities will take attendance rolls at the start of each class. When it comes to accommodation, on-campus university accommodation is usually not available in Europe, as most European campuses tend not to be a single entity, but usually many buildings dotted around the city, so on-campus accommodation simply does not exist. However, university-owned or managed accommodation may be available for you, but limited. You would need to apply early to try and secure a place, and please take advice from the host university. Private rental or share flat accommodation is the most common form of accommodation for students in Europe. Sometimes this may be in very small individual studios, or sometimes in small shared apartments. UQ Abroad recommends that students have between 12 to 15,000 Australian dollars available for your semester of exchange. This sum will obviously vary greatly depending on your exchange destination and your personal spending habits. More detailed breakdowns of living expenses can be found on the host university pages of the UQ Abroad website. The past exchange student testimonials also contain information about budgeting and costs, so please have a read through those on the UQ Abroad website. There are many scholarships available for exchange to Europe, so please make sure that you have watched the Costs and Scholarships presentation in this series to find out all the details you need to know. Please note, UQ Abroad is not responsible for issuing student visas and therefore cannot provide specific advice. Many countries do require you to have a student visa, so please check with the relevant consulate or embassy in Australia for those details. If you are an international student, please check with the consulate or embassy in your home country for details of student visa. Please start researching the visa requirements and which documents you will need to submit with that application early, as getting a visa can take up to 3 months. Remember though that you cannot apply for a student visa until you receive official acceptance from your host university, and this may not happen until very close to the start of your exchange semester. Questions you will need to ask when applying for a student visa are: what type of visa do I actually need? What supporting documents will I need to submit? How much does it cost? And where does the visa have to be issued? It may be in Australia, or it could be in a third country. If you wish to find out more information about the UQ Abroad Exchange program, I would encourage you to visit the UQ Abroad website. Please watch the other presentations in this series, which you can find by clicking on the Attend an Info Session button. You have been watching Exchange to Europe, but I would encourage you to also watch What is UQ Abroad, Costs and Scholarships, How do I Apply, and any other regional presentations that may be of interest to you. You may also wish to attend a Discovery session, which is a face-to-face session held during the semester. The dates, times and locations of these sessions will be updated in due course. You may wish to go through the FAQs, or if you have other questions, contact us through this page here, or come and visit us in the resource room, which is room 220 on level 2 of the Student Union Complex, which is building 21C. Our consultation hours are between 11 and 2, Monday to Thursday, and 11 to 1 on Friday. You can see that there is a different advisor who will be advising in each session, and please take note of the different portfolio responsibilities that they have. The UQ Abroad team looks forward to working with you in the coming semesters to organise your exchange and welcomes any questions you may have. Thank you for listening.